All right. Good morning, brothers and sisters. I'll be honest with you. I'm having a rough time this morning trying to put this together. So, real quick, we'll recap on yesterday's chapter 13, verses 1 through 4, speaking about Abram going back to where he last heard from the Lord and got confirmation on his direction and repenting, seeking the Lord, and then worshiping. Now we move forward to some more time now. I didn't say how long, how much longer, but it shows here now that I'll read it. Verses 5 through 13. It says this now. Lot, who was traveling with Abram, had also become very wealthy with flocks of sheep and goats, herds of cattle, and many tents. But the land could not support both Abram and Lot with their flocks and their herds living so close together. So disputes broke out between the herdsmen of Abram and Lot. At the time, the Canaanites and Perizzites were also living in the land. I'll stop right there real quick. So what's happening here now is that because Lot was with Abram, Lot too was blessed. The promise was to Abram, but those who were with Abram were also blessed. So Lot also grew financially and whatnot. And what's happening here was they had so much going on with the herds and the flocks, like I said, that it wasn't just Lot and Abram living there. There was the Canaanites and Perizzites. So there wasn't enough to go around for all four of them to be sustained, So what happens next is, I'll read it. Verse 8, finally Abram said to Lot, let's not allow this conflict to come between us and our herdsmen. After all, we're close relatives. The whole countryside is open to you. Take your choice of any section of land you want, and we will separate. If you want the land to the left, then I will take the land to the right. If you prefer the land to the right, then I'll go to the left. So now Lot's like, you know what, dude? Abram's like, man, we both got a lot of money. Let's not fight and argue. It's okay to separate now. Abram realized that relationships were more important than possessions. Abram also realized that wherever I go, God is with me. So whatever this man chooses, I'll go the other way and God will be with me because God made a promise to me. Relationships are people are more important than possessions, brothers and sisters. Moving forward, verses 10 through 13. Lot took a long look at the fertile plains of the Jordan Valley in the direction of Zoar. The whole area was well watered everywhere, like the garden of the Lord before the beautiful land, the garden of the Lord, or the beautiful land of Egypt. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot chose for himself the whole Jordan Valley to the east of them. He went there with his flocks and servants and parted company with his uncle Abram. So Abram settled in the land of Canaan, and Lot moved his tents to the place near Sodom and settled among the cities of the plain. But the people of this area were extremely wicked and constantly sinned against the Lord. Now here we go. Here's what gets me. Abram tells Lot, let's go on this is peak and let's take a look. You take a look and tell me what you want. And it shows here that Lot took a long look. He observed and he saw that's a place to go. Me and my family can this and that. We can sit there and we can thrive, and then there's enough to provide for us. There's cities over there I can make money. He took a long look. He didn't just say, "Oh, well, okay." Emotionally made a decision right there, and random. No, he took his time and he observed. He saw. Then he knew he wanted something. I want that. He chose that area. And then he took it. He took his family, he took them down there, and he went to a place near Sodom. Brothers and sisters, we talked about the Bereans not too long ago. I encourage you to be a Berean and look up the word Sodom. And when you look up that word, you'll find the root word of it, and you're going to understand why that city, Sodom and Gomorrah, were named such a thing. These people were wicked. Okay? Lot chose this area amongst these people. We look back in chapter 3, Eve did the same thing. As the serpent spoke to Eve, she was convinced because she listened to the serpent. She saw something, she saw the fruit. She wanted it. She took it. And she gave to the man. Lot did the same thing. He saw something. He wanted it. He took it. And he brought his family with him. And they partook of that land. The city of Sodom and Gomorrah. How many times I look back now that I make the decision out of emotion because I saw something I wanted. And as opposed to seeking the Lord first and asking the Lord, I rationalized and reasoned. Hey, this looks good, that looks good, and within my own understanding, with the desire I had, I felt and thought that it would be the right thing to do, and not once did I go before the Lord and seek His face for it. And you're going to see in the next couple of chapters what happens to Lot and his family because he chose. He walked by sight and not by faith. Abram knew that wherever he went, God was with them because of his faith. Lot goes and chooses. He looks, he examines, he likes what he sees. He takes and he chooses that for him and his family. That weighs heavy on me this morning. The decisions that we make, the decisions that I make, am I making them out of desire and want, what I think is going to be good for my future? Or am I looking at something and seeking the Lord and then obeying His voice? There's a difference between hearing God's voice, when the shepherd, hearing the shepherd's voice, knowing His voice. There's a difference between hearing His voice and hiding from it. A lot of people say, I don't hear God's voice. No, you do, buddy. You're just hiding from Him is what it is, because you don't want to obey, because the road you're about to go down is going to be tough. But you forget that it's not just you down the road. He will carry you through it. So it again, just this morning, there's so much to say, but I'm trying to push it back down, So Lot chose what he saw looked good for him and his family. What he chose, he made this decision. This man of God made this decision and took his family near Sodom and Gomorrah and exposed them to such a lifestyle. Now we go on in verse 14 to the end. After Lot had gone, the Lord said to Abram, look, as far as you can see in every direction, north and south, east and west, I am giving all this land, as far as you can see, to you and your descendants as a permanent possession. And I will give you so many descendants that like the dust of the earth, they cannot be counted. Go and walk through the land in every direction, for I am giving it to you. Check this out. Now, here's what I like about this. Oh, I trip on this. After Lot made his decision and left, then God speaks. God's like, well, now that he's gone, Abram, check this out. God confirms with Abram again, I'm with you. The fact that you chose relationships and people over possessions, the fact that you didn't say, I'm going to take this and you go over it. No, you gave him, for the sake of family, for the sake of love and relationships, you gave him first choice. You gave up your right as an authoritarian to choose first. You gave it to him. And he chose this. My son, Abram, my servant, I want you to take a look now in every direction. Anywhere you go now. Now, notice God's not saying go here, go there. He's saying go anywhere now in the land. Go anywhere, man. This is yours. I've given it to you. Wherever you go, you've proven to me that you want to be with me, and I'm going to be with you. As far as the eyes can see in any direction, buddy, I'm with you. This is for you and your descendants. You've done well. You passed the test. Your faith has been tested, and you know what? Your faith is now trusted, son. The Lord confirmed to Abram, I am with you. And I love this right now because the season that I'm in, just God is healing me in different things that I didn't think He'd heal me from. I thought I'd have to heal and go through these motions on my own. And God's like, no, I'm with you, son. Go in this area, go in this environment, be around these people, and I'm going to speak to you and heal you. Just let go. Trust me. Love me still. Whether or not your car works, whether or not your back is out, whether or not you this, whether you got this, everything is coming against you. I'm testing you. I love Him still. And God is good. And you know what? He's proven to me wherever I go, as long as I walk in obedience, He is with me. And that gives me peace. Because my life is all jacked up right now, man. And I have peace with it because God is with me and I am with Him. Draw near to me, He says, and I will draw near to you. Take that first step towards Him, and He'll make the rest of them steps. Let's finish up. In verse 18, he says, so Abram moved his camp to Hebron and settled near the oak grove belonging to Mamre. There he built another altar to the Lord. Again, the NLT, which I'm reading right now, says the oak tree. But the King James and the original versions, in Hebrew, is called a terebinth tree. I spoke to you about terebinth trees before. There's something. Look it up. There was the terebinth tree of Morah. Now there's one near Hebron, which is memory. He decides to camp near this tree and build another altar near this tree. Why? No, we'll get there one day. But brothers and sisters, again, this just blesses me to as a reminder that when you make decisions based on sight and emotion and feelings, you lack understanding. You're walking into something you have no idea the outcome. It's going to impact your family. It's going to impact your future. But when you walk by faith and not by sight, no matter how desolate it looks, how run down it looks, when you continue to walk in faith, as God tests your faith and obedience, as He tests your faith and your obedience, and you remain steadfast, the blessings come. Because now He knows that wherever you go, you're taking Him with you, which means He will be with you and He will bless you in every place, in every state, as long as you walk in obedience. Brothers and sisters, much love to you all. Peace be with you. May the joy of the Lord be your strength. And remember, choose wisdom over the world. God bless.